September 30, 2021. Number 1090 of the entries into the Station of Light. Hello, Lani linking with you. And today, as you prepare yourself to raise your vibration even more than it is, just take in a lovely natural breath, breathing in vital essence, being aware of your light energy body, that aspect now we begin to call our galactic light self, and let the physical body relax. Let your mind move away and release the thoughts of current activities, and just be clearly aligned and focused as your galactic body of light. And now come with me and assemble and gather into the receiving area of the Station of Light. And we wait here, strengthening our presence here as we wait for the beings to come forward and address us. Welcome to you. I am Aurum addressing you, and I have established the sphere of communication between us. You have stepped into that sphere of communication. The dimensional aspect of you and the dimensional aspect of those of us who are gathered within this station surrounds you. And this verifies to you that you can voluntarily and choose to step into this communication sphere by your choice, by your intention. And this is particularly stressed to you at this time, as you continue to perceive changes being facilitated and implemented in and around various localities around the planet. And you also will be aware of many limitations being uplifted and cleared. And this allows the greater expansion of you and all beings into a field of consciousness, which is an expanded field of consciousness. Now, the limitations referred to are often ones that you have allowed to rest over you. And so as you consciously step into this sphere of communication and connection and into the dimensional aspect of the station, then you are aware that you have moved above what you had thought had already been well established as a change around the planet. We continue to advise you that the overlaying energy field matrix is still enlivened and is available for you to access. And in that accessing of it, there is continuous exchange of energy and information. You receive data, you receive energy codes, and this is all about awakening inherent information within you, and it can often reveal to you different pathways. The pathways may not necessarily be something that you walk on with your feet. The pathways we are referring to can be the pathways in the aspects of your energy field which connect you into the available states of consciousness for you in such a way that you are able to integrate it very naturally, and you become aware that you are participating in a greater network that goes beyond your technological status and implementation of devices. This goes into the spontaneous and continuous communication network, such as you've entered into here. So you will be communicating using different energy aspects of your consciousness field. And these interact and incorporate patterns of thought. And it is these pathways that you could refer to as your thought patterns, the mind patterns, which become uplifted and cleared so that you do communicate more clearly with the galactic beings. All of this is observed, of course, because we are part of what you refer to as your team, your galactic team, your supporting team. Do you see how these words have come into common use into different aspects of activity around you, around the planet, and throughout all the peoples? So as you become aware that there is always a higher value, a higher energy field, expanded light field, and yet the support team remains there, both in the observational position, but also to actively provide energy systems for you to step into every time you access it or request help or information. There is an energy envelope in the energy sphere that you step into. And the energy sphere that you step into, which encompasses you and encompasses many other individual beings, you are all connected into the overlaying energy field matrix. And that is the energy field matrix that is continuously being fed through the energy coming through the solar portal. So again, it's the same principles being presented to you in different words, and the words will give rise to you of different images. The images come through those pathways of thought. So it's all one aspect of you. Now that you have fully engaged this energy communication sphere, be aware of the beings, groups of beings, who are actively overseeing you and others, and all that is required of you is to bring your presence consciously into the network of beings, and this is sufficient for you to receive some individual communication, and you may be receiving encoded information. It would be encoded in your language because it is presented to you not in written words, and often not in verbal words, but your energy field in this moment is receiving patterns, and these are what we call the encoded information. This will all unfold to you through those connected and enlivened pathways throughout you. You are a receiver of this, and you are receiving the energy and information through many of these groups of galactic beings around you. What also is required and is occurring is that your pure essence of the enlivened and awakened self, as you are here as a galactic being, is being strengthened again. The strengthening and clearness is required even in your individual locality where you are stationed. So there is an aspect of you that is stationed around and within your physical body form, but there is this galactic aspect of you that is stationed above the atmosphere of Earth and in a dimension which is not visible to the normal physical eye patterns of observation. It is entirely visible in your galactic field of perception. As you recognize this and connect into that greater aspect and the groups you work with in this dimension where we have brought you into, you will be aware that there is a great band of assistance flowing into the factors affecting the humanoid body. The greater flow of this pure energy coming in will be strengthening the individual energy field. From this observational point, you will be aware that many of the beings are out of focus and not connected into their higher dimensional aspects. They all have a higher dimensional aspect, which in many cases, as you observe, is disconnected from the physical field. And observing this, you will see the out of balance, the disconnection. So you, in your galactic presence, are assisting reconnection. The availability of it is there to everyone. And the reconnection brings in the higher values, the higher spectrum of light, and it is from that there will be, and the possibility is there, the potential is there, for all to access the correct patterns for the healthy energetic field, for that greater sequencing of energy patterns. And this is the way the galactic beings assist the ones on Earth. So be aware of this activity. Be aware that you are assisting the process of upliftment and reconnection to the higher light pattern frequency. There are those who will be unaware of this, and there will be others who are receiving connection in their times of going into different layers of consciousness in sleep state. It is an activity and an issuance of light through the solar portal that is available there. And this was my message to you at this time. And I now bring you back to be aware of your presence in the initial receiving area of the station. I withdraw now, Aurum out. Yulia coming forward, surrounding you in that sphere of light. And that light contains the perfect sequences for you, the perfect energy for you. Remember, you have been presented with this energy previously, and it is this energy as it encompasses you in this sphere now, which travels through all of the energy field that has always been you since the moment you took your first breath in this physical body. And it is this physical body and journey that we are focused on, because this is the one that is very closely connected into the galactic body of you, the quantumness. So there's a direct energy linkage for you. Maintain this simply by reconnecting to your energy sphere. Now, it is time, as you measure time, to bring all of this back into your ground level activation. To bring it all back into the plane of existence. And thus it is. So Yulia withdraws again, and it's Lani back to ensure that we bring all of this expanded state of consciousness fully back into your physicality space, your physical aspect. Although it's not just physical. So we've had a big reminder again of identifying ourselves as the galactic light being, assisting on many levels of consciousness and presence, of course. Take in another lovely breath, a conscious breath, and bring all of this back into your body. Perhaps you might experience that beautiful expanded energy sphere around you and around the country where you are located, and then around the entire planet, this beautiful planet. So this ends this session through the Omega Communications portal. Thank you.